a son of a coach. My dad was an outstanding high school coach. He coached multiple sports. He was athletic director and then moved into administration. But I grew up literally sitting on the bench with him by, age 3, 4, 5, and that's where my love of the game developed, and really the love of coaching developed. Watching him, being coached by him. My dad had some friends as college coaches. We'd go to college games, and then looking back on it, not only was I interested because I traveled with my dad, sat on the bench with my dad as a high school when he was the head high school coach, but we'd go to college games and I'd of course watch the game, but then I'd be locked in during timeouts on the staffs, on the sideline, and I always make comments, Dad, you see him do this and that. So I think it became just a natural thing then. I was recruiting in Georgia, South Georgia, and in a tough neighborhood, and a police officer pulled me over and asked me what I was doing in the neighborhood, because I think I had a rental car, and I was driving around. I couldn't find this correct house of this big time player. I was recruiting as a head JUCO coach, and I looked suspicious, and I just rolled down. I had a Jumpman logo on. We were Jordan, and oh, okay, you're college coach. And I asked him. He showed me where the house was. So I literally signed a player on his front porch. In JUCO, you can sign them anywhere. And then as soon as it happened, I guess they sent a text, and the whole neighborhood came. And it was 10 o'clock at night, and they started grilling out, and it was going to be a party. Everybody was excited because this player was going to have a free education. And he was a high-level player, but it was just everybody, it was just a community grill out, and it was about 10 o'clock at night. I still had to drive back to where I was living, which was almost 5-6 hours away. So I was there till probably 12:30 at night or in the morning, and then I drove back and got in at 6:37 in the morning. But it was crazy, man. I signed it, kid was happy, he was almost crying. All of a sudden the whole neighborhood showed up, and it was a party for a couple hours. I really enjoyed that time because I had a lot of kids that came from situations where they were going to be first-generation graduates from different places. There's a lot of inner city, all over the country: Houston, Detroit, Charleston, West Virginia, Atlanta. Had guys from all over, and that was the most fulfilling thing to me, taking guys that struggled academically for whatever reason and getting them there, getting them their first degree, a lot of times their family's first degree, and then a lot of them were able to sign Division I scholarship. First and foremost, hang out with my wife. They give up a lot, spouses in the college game, and there is really no plan week to week. It's a very last-minute profession, especially the recruiting piece. Coach Senderoff does a great job. We work hard when we're here, but we get, during the summer, especially in May, these last couple weeks, we've had some time to get out on the lake. We like to kayak, do things like that. I like to play golf. Used to be good, I'm terrible now, so I just get really mad. I'm like that guy that talks about the old days, and now it's just bad. You always wonder coming in as the new guy, and it's been, and Dante both and I are new, but just the connection we felt and the camaraderie we felt from Rob all the way down to the staff, the GAs, the ops, everybody. I am surprised it's just like we meshed immediately, and that's not always the case. I have a lot of friends in coaching that got different positions this year, and that's not the case a lot of places. But here, it's genuine. I think this group is going to be very hungry, very focused, and we got all the talent. We're just going to have to come together. So I think where we want to see it, and Coach has said this numerous times, it's just going to be coming together as one, being unselfish for one goal, and that's to win and to win big.